Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing Terence T-Bud Crawford and Jermell Lions Only Charlo. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go through the video. So, first of all, before we get started, please make sure you punch that like and subscribe button so that we can get into the algorithm and more people can come in and join in on the conversation. So here we go. After the Charlo and Canelo fight, Terence Crawford, okay, first of all, after the Charlo fight, Charlo got on the mic and he said, "I want Terence Crawford. He been talking. Let's do it. I'm going back to 154. Meet me there, and it can go down." That's basically what Charlo said to Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford been talking. He was grabbing his genitals, pointing at him in the ring when he was fighting Spence, right? He was ready for Charlo. He'd been talking about fighting Charlo, He was talking about fighting Charlo before he was talking about fighting Canelo. The Canelo stuff is fairly new. He'd been talking about fighting Charlo, which leads me and a lot of his fans and a lot of other people to believe that they have a real beef. I don't think Spence and Terence had a real beef. They just want to fight each other to see who the best was. They had a competitive beef. They were rivals, right? But Charlo and Terence Crawford seem to have a real beef. Like, Terence Crawford seemed to really not like Charlo. So after the fight, Terence T-Bud Crawford hops online with his Twitter fingers, or X fingers, whatever you want to call it, and he writes, "Okay, y'all, I'm over at Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo spank him like he his daddy with no type of resistance." Now, a lot of people might agree with Terence Crawford. He didn't go in there. He didn't fight like the normal Charlo. He wasn't aggressive like the normal Charlo. And for once, I can agree with Terence Crawford. He did not come in there and be aggressive. For whatever reason, he wasn't the same Charlo that we normally used to see. He wasn't that Charlo that don't like to lose. He wasn't that Charlo that was crying at the press conference after he lost to Tony Harrison because he just couldn't take a L. He wasn't that Charlo in the ring. I agree. For whatever reason, I have my reasons why I think that, and you can go back to my Charlo versus Canelo fight. Did not live up to the hype video, and you can go get my opinion about that. But this video is about Terence Crawford and Charlo. So when I seen that tweet from Terence Crawford, I threw my hands up in the air like, here we go. Here we go. Terence, what do you mean that Twin Charlo is no longer on your hit list? How did he get off of your hit list? How did he get off of your hit list, Terence? He's off of your hit list because he lost to Canelo? Is that why he off your hit list? So you're saying that he needed to beat Canelo at 168 to fight you at 154? Is that what you're implying? Or is he off of your hit list because he didn't have a hard knockdown, drag out fight with Canelo and then was going to move back down and fight you at 154? See, because once this fight was announced with Canelo, I thought to myself, Charlo don't need to fool with Terence Crawford if he's going to move up. Let's say he moved up, beat Canelo, then had a rematch with Canelo, and then was going to try to go back down and fight Terence Crawford. I would have said no, because that would have gave Terence Crawford some type of advantage, because Charlo would have had been through 2 tough fights at 168, and then he would have been moving back down to 54. And with that situation, with that scenario, I was like, no, Charlo need to leave Bud alone with that. If he gonna be up at 168 and fight and do a rematch with Canelo, then he need to go to 160. He don't even need to go back down or stay at 168. He don't even need to go back down to 54. But the fight didn't go like that. Charlo was able to come out basically unscathed. Honestly, he didn't have no grueling fight like people expected the fight to be. So now, then Terence Crawford hop on here talking about, oh, you off my hit list. Why is he off your hit list, Terence? Because the fight with Canelo don't got nothing to do with you. That was a daring to be great fight. That was I'm going to come up here. If I win, great. If I lose, it's no knock on me. Because I'm up here when I ain't got no business up here fighting the undisputed champion 2 weight classes above me. Charlo ain't got no business doing that. And Terence, you ain't got no business doing that. So why is Charlo off your hit list, Terence? How are you going to try to take credit basically for Charlo win? How you going to try to be like, for Canelo win? Oh, well, since he ain't be Canelo, he ain't got to fight me. So what is the qualifications to be able to fight you, Terence? You saying Ennis ain't done enough to fight you, which when people were saying you ain't done enough to fight them, you had a problem with that. That's why you came out with the tweet for Thurman and Danny Garcia, because you said they ain't want to fight you when you was woo. Everybody know what you said. But then you gonna backdoor and do Ennis the same way. Okay, cool. Because honestly, I don't really think you need to fight Ennis. I feel like Ennis is a whole new generation, and you just need to drop the belts and let him do what he do and conquer the division. Cool. I can agree with you on that. But for you to say you're not gonna fight Charlo because he lost to Canelo or he didn't fight the way you wanted him to fight, like, Terence, who are you? Who are you, bro? Why do you think that who's good enough to fight you? What qualifications do you need to meet to fight Terence Crawford? Charlo is the unified champion. They just stripped him. He was the undisputed champion at 154. So why wouldn't you go fight the undisputed champion at 154? He still got his belts. It's not like he lost his belts. He still got everything. He's still the top dog at 154. So why you don't want to fight the top dog at 154? Because he lost to the top dog at 168? That don't make sense. And to me, it sounds like a duck. Or you playing mind games. Either you trying to duck the fight or you trying to play mind games. Either way, you need to stop this. You need to stop it, Terence. All you do is hop on here and say who you not gonna fight. We never hear about who you gonna fight. We never hear about who you want to fight. And then we always hear, and nobody saying Terence's name. Ain't nobody saying his name. Ain't nobody calling out Terence Crawford. Somebody called you out. Charlo called you out. He said your name. Before he said he was busy. He said he busy. Leave him alone. But now he done doing what he got to do. He not busy no more, Terence. He looking for you. He calling you out. Pay-per-view. In the stadium in front of everybody. And then after he calls you out, you hop on Twitter and say he no longer on your hit list. Because why? You don't even have no reason to say that. He's still the top dog at 154. He still got 3 belts at 154. It's no excuse. So I don't understand why Crawford keeps coming out saying who he not going to fight. Well, who are you going to fight, Tim? And so then I was wondering, because here we go. He writes, "Congratulations, Canelo. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub." Why you ain't calling out Canelo? Why you ain't be like, yeah, Canelo, yeah, you did that to Charlo, but you would never do nothing like that to me. What's up? Why is that not your rhetoric, Terence? Why? What, you gonna have your homeboy? You gonna have Bernie the Boxer hop on live and talk noise for you? You gonna have your homeboy Steven, So-Cold Nelson hop on Twitter and talk noise for you? Is that what you gonna do? You over here congratulating Canelo. This the dude you supposed to be wanting to get the fight with. Where's the trash talk? Where's the call out? Because you swear up and down nobody was calling you out. But then when somebody call you out, now they no longer on your hit list. For no apparent reason. Listen, let me know and drop it below if you can give me a reason that you believe that Terence Crawford thinks that Charlo should no longer be on his hit list. If you tell me it's because he lost to Canelo, that's not a valid reason. Canelo and Terence Crawford are 3 weight classes apart. So there's no reason for him to try to take credit for Canelo win and say, oh, well, because you ain't beat Canelo, I'm not going to fight you. But you hop on here and congratulate Canelo and duck Charlo all in the same tweet, basically. Where they do that at? Where they do that at, Terence? Let's stop with this. Let's stop with this. Fight Charlo after Spence, like you've been saying, and let's keep it moving. Stop trying to get an advantage. It's not happening no more like that, bud. You at the top now. You at the end now. You gotta fight the best at their best. That other stuff you've been getting away with, it ain't gonna work no more. It's because the Canelo fight, and this gonna be another video. After seeing the Charlo fight, the Canelo fight makes no sense. And that's my 2 cents. My 2 cents is the Canelo fight don't make no sense. It's plenty of people in line to fight Canelo. I don't know why you think you gonna skip the line, and I don't know why you think Canelo is gonna see a benefit in even fighting you. Because honestly, he didn't get no benefit from fighting Charlo. It didn't do nothing for Canelo, and it didn't do nothing for Charlo. But if we honest, Canelo didn't look that great in the fight. I mean, he didn't look that great. As you say, he went in there and laid down. So if he went in there and laid down, why Canelo ain't lay him out? So I think you seen Charlo in there with that performance. I seen you think he got a chin. I think you seen that he can move around the ring. And I think you seen that he can box and he can fight. He didn't get knocked out by Canelo. See, that's what you wanted. You want him to go up there, get beat up, get knocked out by Canelo, and then you would have been calling him out on Twitter trying to fight him. But since that didn't happen, now he off your hit list. So who you gonna fight? Because to try to act like that the Canelo and Charlo fight was to see who you're gonna fight next, that's a little delusional, in my opinion. You're at 147 and trying to get to 154. You think you finna jump 3 weight? So Charlo couldn't do much jumping 2 weight classes. You think you finna jump 3? Nah, man. Fight Charlo. Call Charlo out. Build the fight with Charlo. But we doing all of this like you don't got no rematch with Spence. You gotta go through Spence first. I don't care what you think. I don't care what y'all fans think. There will be a rematch, and he has to get through Spence again. And if he get through Spence again, the next person he should fight is Charlo. Who else is there? Canelo is out the question. Or at least he should be. But I'm going to do another video about that because Espinosa said some interesting things that kind of make me kind of side-eye like, are y'all really even thinking about this Canelo fight? But, I mean, Terence Crawford needs to stop either capping, ducking, or playing mind games. It's one of those 3 things that he's doing with this tweet. You've been talking about Charlo for years. That's matter of fact, you talked about Charlo more than you talked about Spence. So now that it's time to come and make the fight, all of a sudden he off your hit list because he didn't get damaged in the Canelo fight. That's what I think it is. I think he off your hit list because he didn't get damaged in the Canelo fight. That's why you don't want to fight him. Because we know your MO, Crawford. You don't want 100%. You don't want nobody that's 100% in the ring. You don't want nobody that's gonna give you no real competition in the ring. You want them off of injuries, layoffs, life troubles, all this type of stuff. You want to use these fighters' lifestyles against them before you fight them. But see, Charlo on his game, he gonna be ready for you, Terence. Spence is getting on his game. Spence is gonna be ready for you this time, Terence. So either you capping, you ducking, or you playing mind games. Listen, I want y'all to let me know and drop it below what y'all think. Listen, I want everybody that watched this video to leave a comment because this is a conversation that we have. And see, I'm on this video, I just be talking to myself. I don't get the conversation going until y'all start writing in the comments. So let me know what you think below. Listen, and to all you goofy dudes that keep coming to my channel, leaving these stupid comments, cut it out. Leave sensible comments. We don't need to do no insults. We don't need to do no name calling. We don't need to do none of that goofy stuff. We all adults. If you don't agree, cool. Let me know and drop it below. But you don't got to call me names and insult me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't even know y'all. I don't even know y'all enough to care to let y'all affect me in any type of way. But please stop leaving goofy comments on my page. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comment section. Be sure to help support the channel by punching that like and subscribe button. Follow me on IG at 2 Cents Boxing and follow me on Twitter at 2 Cents 20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video. Peace.